Hey guys, welcome to All Book Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing Arthur C. Clarke and Stephen Baxter's Time's Eye. So let's get started with this. Now this is a science fiction novel written by one very esteemed writer. I don't know much about Stephen Baxter, but Arthur C. Clarke is obviously legendary. And yeah, let's get started. Now this book is based in the years 2037, 1860 or 1850s, 1500 AD, 500 BC, 1 million BC, 2 million BC, and every single other possible time period that you could possibly think of. And yeah, I mean, that basically gives away most of it. Now, being the Old Book Review channel, we don't give away spoilers, so let's try and not give away any more spoilers. Let's go through the pros and cons as to what I thought about the writing style, not about the story itself. So let's get started. So the first thing that I like about the book is the scientific explanation of most of the things. We have many tiny occurrences and some major occurrences in the book, scientific, and they have been explained really well with proper scientific explanation, not vague. They have actually been proved and stuff. So that is something that I liked a lot in the book. And something else is that the thoughts and emotions of people have been explained beautifully in this book. Or rather, more than beautifully, I'd say that he spent a lot of time writing about what goes through their mind. And that's a pretty interesting thing, because one person who is taking a decision, they take about a page, and that book is in small font. The writing is really small. And one page of that to explain a person's thought for one moment, to be able to even write something like that is really good. Now, as I mentioned, this book involves people from various eras coming together, and even if you read the synopsis of that, it's going to be the same thing. And something that I liked about this book is the fact that even coming up with an idea of merging people from various eras together itself is a bit of an achievement. And then to be able to comprehend what exactly would happen, to bring out true human emotions when met with superior and inferior beings, is also very, it's a skill that not many writers can do. So if you are thinking of the ultimate mashup of the greatest people in human history, you better read this book. Now, something else I like is that towards the end of the book, there's a sense of suspense created. And now, fortunately for us, this is a series, so the only way that you can actually solve that sense of suspense is if you read every single book in the series. If you read the Rama series or the Odyssey series, some of the books, they have a proper ending, but this one has got a continuation in the future books, which is once again a pretty clean, really interesting thing. Now let's get on to the negatives. Obviously, every book has got its negatives. Now, this book, being a science fiction novel, has actually got really small amounts of science fiction. It's got science, it's very little of it actually. It's got fiction, but not the science fiction that you've seen from his other two really famous series, or any of his novels actually. You must consider the fact that we are just 20 years, currently we're just 20 years before the time he's written about it, and the technology sort of matches up, which is what he always does. So I must say, not much science fiction. In case you're looking at weird atomic guns and all that kind of stuff, this is not the book for you. And how do I put this? You don't have there are some very unclean moments in this book. Something else is that the deaths in the book, there are deaths, there is quite a bit of killing. Explained too much in detail. The deaths are gruesome. There's not explanation of the death, but the deaths are gruesome. Let's just leave it at that. Now, here are some random points that I felt. And one of the things that Arthur C. Clarke has risked in many of his books is predicting things which are not entirely accurate. By predictions, I don't mean is predictions of technology and stuff. I meant predictions of future politics. There are a few pretty, I don't know how would you put this actually, there are things that might facilitate your anti-country feelings in this book. So in case you're in one of them countries which has had a bit of political unrest, I would not suggest reading this. But if you can keep a sane mind throughout this book, it's pretty okay. Something else that I didn't understand is that this is the only book in the series that I've got, and if you want the true story of it, I would really suggest that you need to buy the entire series, and I don't like it when authors do that. I don't like authors who want people to read the entire series. That's the only way you can understand anything. Having a series is a good thing, but needing to read the entire series to understand it, that's seriously not like what I want. Now, something that he does quite a bit in most of his books is that he keeps on describing individual characters and then kills them in the end of the story, which is really not good, because when you mention about someone's family or things that he likes, you immediately feel a liking towards a person and the fact that he should not die, especially when he's done nothing wrong. But a few characters in this have died, and some really historical characters. For example, I'll just give you a short example. A certain actor in Jurassic World would have not directed a movie which gained about $990 million in the worldwide box office. I think just leaving it at that would suffice. So anyways guys, I'd say that's all I can say about this book. If you enjoyed the review, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and also buy the book, because books are awesome. Cheers guys, I'll see you next time.